My beloved child, I need you to hear my voice right now. Not the voice of your fears, not the voice of your doubts, not the voice of the people who told you it would never work out, not the voice of the enemy who has been whispering lies into your ears. My voice, the voice that spoke the universe into existence, the voice that calls the stars by name, the voice that has known you since before you were formed in your mother's womb, the voice that has been calling out to you every single day, even on the days when you could not hear it. And what I want to say to you today, what I need you to receive deep in your heart is this: stop worrying, because I am already there. I know what you are facing right now. I know the situation that has been keeping you up at night, the one that fills your mind the moment you open your eyes in the morning. I know the problem that feels too big, too complicated, too far gone to ever be fixed. I know the fear that has wrapped itself around your heart like a chain and whispered to you over and over again that this time things will not work out, that this time even I cannot fix it, that this time you are truly on your own. But I need you to understand something that will change everything if you truly let it sink in. Before you even knew there was a problem, I already had the answer. Before the situation ever existed in your life, I had already prepared the solution. Before you ever lost a single night of sleep worrying about it, I was already there, already moving, already working things out on your behalf in ways that you cannot yet see. You see, I do not operate in time the way you do. You are standing in the middle of the storm, and all you can see is the rain and the wind and the darkness closing in around you. The waves feel too high, the wind feels too strong, and you are starting to wonder if you are going to make it through this. But I am standing at the end of the story. I can see every chapter, every turn, every moment from beginning to end. And I am telling you right now, with all the authority of heaven behind these words, with all the love I have ever had for you, with absolute certainty, it turns out well for you. Your story does not end in defeat. Your story does not end in loss. Your story ends in victory, in restoration, in everything I promised you coming to pass. So let me ask you something. What is it that you are worrying about today? What is the specific thing that has been stealing your sleep, draining your energy, filling your mind with worst-case scenarios and dark imaginations? Is it your finances? The bills that seem bigger than your income? The debt that feels like a mountain you will never climb out from under? The job that feels uncertain, or the business that has not yet taken off? The dream that requires resources you do not yet have and cannot yet see? The bank account that runs out before the month does. I see it. I have already gone ahead of you into that situation. I have already prepared provision that you cannot yet see with your natural eyes. I have already opened doors that you do not even know exist yet. I have already set in motion a chain of events that will bring resources, opportunities, and connections into your life at exactly the right moment. Not a moment too early, not a moment too late. At exactly the right moment, because my timing is always perfect even when it does not feel that way. You just have not arrived at that moment yet. But it is coming. I promise you, with everything that I am, it is coming. Is it your health? The diagnosis that frightened you more than you let anyone know. The symptoms that will not go away no matter what you try. The body that feels like it is failing you, that feels unfamiliar and unreliable. The uncertainty of not knowing what is wrong or what the future holds for you physically. I am the God who heals. I created every single cell in your body. I designed every system, every organ, every process that keeps you alive and functioning. I know exactly what is happening inside you right now, down to the smallest detail, and I am working in ways that go beyond what any doctor can fully explain or understand. I am not finished with you. Your body is not beyond my reach. Your situation is not beyond my power, and I am already there, right in the middle of that health challenge, doing what only I can do. Is it a relationship? Someone you love who is lost, broken, struggling, or far from where they need to be? Someone whose choices are breaking your heart every single day. Someone you have prayed for so many times, for so many years, that you are starting to wonder if your prayers are reaching anywhere at all. starting to wonder if I am even listening, starting to wonder if you should just give up hope. Do not give up. Your prayers are reaching me. Every single one of them has arrived. Not one word you have ever spoken to me has fallen to the ground unheard. I love that person even more than you do, and that is something your mind can barely contain. And I am already at work in their life in ways that are completely invisible to you right now, but very, very real. Things are happening beneath the surface that you cannot see yet. Keep praying. Keep believing. Do not give up on them. And do not give up on me. Is it your future? The uncertainty of not knowing what comes next? Of feeling like you're standing at a crossroads with no clear direction? The feeling that everyone around you seems to have it figured out while you are still trying to understand where you are going and what you are supposed to be doing with your life? The fear that you have missed your chance, that it is too late, that the best years are already behind you and what is coming will never match what you hoped for. I want to tell you something about your future that I need you to hold on to. I planned it before you were born, before you ever made a single choice, before you ever made a single mistake, before you ever experienced a single loss or failure or disappointment. I had already designed a future for you that is filled with purpose and hope. And that plan has not expired. It has not been canceled because of your mistakes. It has not been given to someone else because you took too long. It is still yours. It is still alive. It is still waiting for you, and I am already there, in your future, preparing the ground for everything I have promised you, getting things ready, setting the stage, aligning the pieces so that when you arrive at that moment, everything will be exactly as it needs to be. Now I want to talk to you about worry itself, because I think it is important that you understand what worry really is. Worry is not just an emotion. Worry is not just a feeling you cannot control. Worry is a declaration. Every time you worry, you are declaring something about who you believe I am and what you believe I am capable of. When you worry, you are declaring that the situation might be bigger than I am. When you worry, you are declaring that I might not come through for you this time. When you worry, you are declaring that perhaps this situation, this problem, this crisis, is somehow outside of my control or beyond my reach. And I need you to hear this with all the love I have for you. Nothing is outside of my control. Not one single thing that exists in your life right now. Not the economy. Not the government. Not the medical system. Not the people who have power over your situation. Not the enemy who is actively working against you. Not the circumstances that seem to be closing in. Nothing. Not one thing that exists anywhere in heaven or on earth is outside of my authority. So when worry comes knocking on the door of your heart, and it will come, I want you to answer it with a declaration of your own. Speak it out loud if you have to. Say it with your voice even if your heart is still trembling. Say, God is already there. God has already seen this. God has already prepared the answer. God is already working. God has already gone ahead of me. I do not need to be afraid. I do not need to carry this. I am not alone in this. Say it until you believe it. Say it in the morning when the anxiety rises. Say it in the middle of the night when the fear comes. Say it every time the worry tries to take over. Say it until the peace that I have promised you, the peace that surpasses all human understanding, begins to replace the anxiety that has been living in your chest, because faith is not the absence of fear. Faith is not feeling completely calm and confident all the time. Faith is choosing to trust me even when the fear is real. Faith is taking the next step even when you cannot see the whole staircase. Faith is believing in what I have said more than what you can currently see with your eyes. And what have I said? I have said that I will never leave you, and I will never forsake you. I have said that all things work together for good for those who love me. I have said that I know the plans I have for you. Plans not for disaster, but for a future and a hope. I have said that my grace is sufficient for you, and that my power is made perfect in weakness. I have said that if I am for you, nothing can ultimately stand against you. Those words have not changed. They were true when I first spoke them, and they are just as true right now, in this moment, in the middle of whatever you are facing. I do not take back my promises. I do not forget what I have spoken over your life. So here is what I am asking you to do. Just for today, give me your worry. All of it. The big worries that feel like they are crushing you, and the small ones that just irritate and drain you. The ones you have been carrying for years, and the ones that just arrived this week. The worries about yourself and the worries about the people you love. Hand them all over to me, one by one if you need to. And let me carry what was never meant to be yours to carry. Not because I am telling you the problems are not real. They are real. Not because I am promising you that everything will be fixed by tomorrow morning. I work in my own timing, and my ways are higher than your ways. But because I love you, and watching you carry what I already paid the price to carry for you breaks my heart. Your job is to trust me. My job is to take care of everything else. And I have never once failed at my job. Father, I lift up every single person who is listening to this message right now, wherever they are, whatever they are going through. I see the weight they have been carrying. I see the worry that has become their constant companion, the fear that wakes them in the night, the anxiety that follows them through every day. And I ask that right now, in this very moment, you let them feel the truth of your presence in a way they have never felt before. Let them feel that you are already there in the middle of their situation. Let them feel that they are not alone, that they have not been forgotten, that they are not left to figure this out by themselves. Reach into every anxious heart right now and replace the worry with your perfect peace. Replace every fearful thought with the truth of who you are. Replace every worst-case scenario with the unshakable knowledge that you are good, you are powerful, you are faithful, and you are already at work. Strengthen every person who is exhausted from worrying. Give them courage to trust you one more day, and let them walk away from this moment knowing with absolute certainty that you have already gone ahead of them. You are already there, and everything is going to be okay. In your name, Amen. If this message spoke to your heart today, I want you to type Amen in the comments right now. And share this video with someone who needs to hear that God is already there in the middle of what they are facing, because you never know whose life could be completely changed by one message at exactly the right moment. Subscribe to God's Voice today and turn on notifications so you never miss a message. Every single day God has something to say to you. Make sure you are here to receive it. God bless you. I will see you in the next message.